Okay, so let's talk about this Bayonetta 3 thing. Are we still playing it? Like, what's happening here? The voice actor for Bayonetta came out and said that Platinum Games only wanted to pay her $4,000 for her services. And it's a lot of outrage currently, and it's a lot of boycott Bayonetta 3. Um, the internet is very fickle. So there was recently reports that actually she was the aggressor and she did not want to take the offer. I think it was around 4,000 per session versus the 4,000 flat rate she was stating. So then everybody's saying it's back on. Then Jennifer Hale, the person that replaced uh, Helena, kind of chimed in and just said that, take into account the people that work there. She didn't try to throw any disrespect towards the original voice actor, but she did just state that, there's people that put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's important to keep those people in mind during this time. And it just seems like a very weird situation. So I'm trying to put some justifications behind me wanting to still play this game because I've been waiting for it. So it's hard to kind of just be like, nah. But there is this weird feeling of y'all really only get paid that much for your job. Like, I did some research on how much video game voice actors make, and I understand it could be considered a side hustle, but like if people are dedicating and becoming professionals to being a voiceover actor, you really shouldn't be in video games because it ain't much. Now I say that, and then you could be booked an entire month. You could doing session after session, and you could come out with a clean 35 grand at the end of the month. You could do that. You could probably make more, but when I think of my beloved characters and the voice actors that I think of, and I think they should be more than compensated, maybe even have some type of, you know, um, equity or not equity, but some type of stipulation based off of the sales where they get some residuals. They get like a royalty in some sort of form of fashion. But I don't think that's normally the case. You just get paid for your work and it's you're bye bye at that point. You're not on the team. And I feel like it's weird because you have you have like three entries into Bayonetta, and her voice actor is so important to the game. You feel like they'd be held in high regard, but truly 4,000 is like 4,000 per session. Like a 1 to 4 hour session is like the norm, and if you're paid that amount and you have about 6 7 sessions, mm, that's still not enough to me. It doesn't feel like a justified amount to pay someone for their voice services that's going to be echoed and continue out through entirety of the history of the or like the remembrance of the game. Now, if the game is trash and you're first starting off and you don't really know where it's going to go, I can understand that amount. But when you have dedicated fans and you know what your audience is, it just seems like a slap in the face. But this is the standard. This is the norm. I did some research. At least I looked up a few things and I was like, wow, y'all ain't getting paid that much. Y'all really have to work to kind of get paid. And I understand that $200 an hour is very good money. But if um, getting, you're not getting paid for the contribution, in my opinion, that you're providing to this by voicing this character, bringing them to life. You know how much that's worth to me. It's worth more than that amount that they're providing her. Especially if it's a $4,000 flat rate for Bayonetta 3. Like, come on, man. You have to do better than that at least. I would think, at least in the upper, you know, upper tens of thousands. Like I would think maybe 60, 70, 80, something like around there payout, and then you get some type of residual. Like you'll get some type of continuation of pay based off the amount of sales they make. But you really don't get that. You really get around, like you're a high end voice actor if you're getting 200 an hour a session. And that's, like, again, that's still good money. I guess I'm putting my emotions into it, and I think that's what a lot of people online are doing as well. You feel like you're getting lowball because people that work at McDonald's and they do these things now, they're not as, you know, it's not as crazy, you're not dealing with as much, but you're using your voice, your own, and you're putting life into that character. I feel like you should earn more, but this is America, and there's a bottom line, and Platinum Games is still a Japanese company, and yeah, it's weird, right? Like, when you think about it, you think these people should be paid more. Master Chief should be paid more, but he probably getting the same amount. Like, not that much more. So I say that to say it's gonna suck to have to play this game with this in the back of my mind. I'm still gonna play it. I don't know if I'm gonna play it day one now because I feel a certain type of way about it, but you have to keep that same energy across the board. And if you're not doing mocap, you're not doing any of that to kind of require a level of acting skills to up that ante, then sometimes you have to deal with the amounts that are provided to the industry. And understand that sometimes that might not be a living wage. Maybe that's her only gig at the point, and she's only having that up. That's like tough, right? And then you have to be able to, you know, you have to pay to train your voice to do other things. And what if you don't have that ability and you only can deal with the things that you curated and made your own, and now you have this, basically this baby of this character, and you're not getting reciprocated the value you put in and the effort you put in to do something. It sucks. It does, but I really think that is what this this is capitalism. So it's unfortunate, and I don't have much of a stake in it. I just feel bad for all parties that feel slighted, because that's all. At the end of the day, that's all it is someone else feeling slighted, so they had to do what they had to do. I feel like I want to play this game, so probably gonna play it. I just think that it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation. Now you have this in the back of your mind, like, yeah, they don't get paid that much. But I say do some research, look up what you think about voice acting and like how much they should be earning. I think it's a very poor amount, especially when you think about how they truly can transform a character. But at the end of the day, we don't make the prices, we don't make the contracts, and for something like this to actually change, we have to do it across the board. And it's hard to pretend like the people that's stuck in behind the NDA are getting treated the same way. Like, you can pretend that they're getting paid better, but truly they're probably not. So we would love for her to get her just due. Just probably find a different way of doing that. Yeah. that's pretty much it. What do you guys think of this whole situation? I didn't want to get somber, but I wanted to kind of explain probably why I'm still going to pick it up and maybe use, maybe not, but I'm still going to pick it up. I've been looking forward to the game, and I feel like, you know, what are we at heart? Selfish. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Does it, is this enough to kind of keep you away from it? Because it makes sense on both sides. Like, I can see myself if I had a little bit more of a, you know, stake in that character and her as a person. Probably if I knew her a little bit more or something like that, I could definitely see this being like a deal breaker for a lot of people. Or even if you just had some more commonality with being underpaid for a service. Like, yeah, I'm like, I'm not giving you a dime, but um, it just makes sense that it is blowing up as it is because it is a lot of emotion tied to this whole situation. It's not just a cut and dry situation. So let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts? Obviously, this might be a hot take. This might be even a controversial statement, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.